There we go, there's that microphone. Hello! Welcome to Shipwrecks. I'm Ghost in the Hella, or at least these are my hands. Apologies for the lack of a face camera. I couldn't get a second camera working today, so sorry about that. I will do my best to keep an eye on the chat and keep within the screen. I think the camera covers pretty much my entire sheet of paper, so I think we'll be okay. But please give me a shout in the chat if if you can't see what I am doing. Hey Rain, good to see you. Hi, hello. Yes, they are my hands. Basically, none of the prompts today were particularly inspiring to me, but also I kind of feel lousy, but not lousy enough to skip out on doing a stream. So I'm going with Moon, and gonna do a little, like a Polaroid with 2 moons in it, and I figured I would do this like with actual paper and pencil and pen and stuff, because you never really get to see that, like the process for that for me. Like, you always kind of get the digital process, but never really, you just see the finished product for my pen and ink stuff. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Okay-ish. It's not my best day. It's not my worst day. Just hanging in, basically. How are you doing, Rain? How's anybody watching doing? Putting in a Polaroid frame because Max Caulfield. Going with the double moon from Arcadia Bay. All that good stuff. I really need to get a proper top-down camera if I'm gonna, like, actually do this. But I'm at least gonna, like, firm up the lines a little. Oh no, Rain is having a no good, very bad day. Well, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. I hope it improves. It's 3 o'clock. That's not, you know, it's not the end of the day. I can hear the chaos because all of my, like, pens and paintbrushes and stuff are right next to the microphone, so enjoy that bit of Foley. Just gonna move this whole little collection over for now until I am ready for it. I will say one thing about having done, like, comics by hand for years is you get decently good at eyeballing, like, what is going to be more or less even. So obviously measuring it would be better, but I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing that. It's just not that kind of day. It's not a precise measurement day. But yeah, like, once you've drawn enough little measured out boxes, you get at least a vague sense of, like, okay, this is going to look about right. It may not be right, but it's usually close enough. Ooh. Oh, ain't it fun when your dreams just decide to wreck your shit? I assume you meaning, like, actual, like, physical dreams. And yeah, same. Same. I had just, like, a night of really massively fucked up dreams last night. Which probably, I don't know that it has made today the day that it is, but it didn't help. It certainly did not help. Always gotta be careful with this bad boy to not to drag the ruler through it before it has dried. I have learned that the hard way, and still sometimes forget or get too impatient. The human mind is wild like that. It sure is. It's like, you know what? Life isn't quite hard enough. I'm gonna have some fucked up dreams. Play some horror movies for you while you're trying to sleep. Enjoy. I mean, according to my little, tracker in my wristwatch, my body battery recharged decently well last night. For me. So, got up into the 60s, which for me is, really good. But, still did not feel like the most restful sleep. Ooh. Check out Dresden Kodak. Some of the most interesting panel transitions and layouts I've ever seen. Oh, hi, Velmax. Do I want anything from the store on my way home? That is the best way to get my attention when I'm streaming, isn't it? If you're stopping anyway. If Progresso soup is still on sale, that lasagna soup was really, really good. I enjoyed that. Oh, and if they have any of the, soy sauce flavored ramen that I like, if that is back in stock, I would love some of that. I would love some of that. For future dinners, because I think we're starting to run low. I think we've just got sausages and 2 massive pork chops. And then I think it's all just whole chickens. Oh, Rain wants a cookie. Alright, and now let this dry a little, because I'll get too impatient and just smear it all over the place. Yes, but we will eat it. Yes. Okay. Let's call that dry enough. Pardon the table shaking. It's gonna shake absolutely everything, because this is my life. Shaky tables. Ooh. Oh, for a second I was worried that was a smudge. It was just some leftover pencil smudging, because my eraser gets put through the pieces. It was still a little bit wet there. Oh well. Such is life. Alright. That's close enough to a, going into the store now. Bye! Okay. Have fun, babe. I highly recommend these erasers. They are fantastic. They last a good long time. Shake, 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 senora. Shake your body line. Okay. Now let's see. Double moons. Moon, if you will. They had kind of, I looked at a picture of the moons from Life is Strange, and they had kind of almost a little reflection after them. Alright, let's see. How do I want to do this? First, I'm going to clean up this smudgy area. I love microns, which is the pen that I was using for this. They do unfortunately kind of fade when you erase over them. Just a little. Just enough to annoy me. Which a nib pen does not do, but a nib pen is really hard to get a straight even thickness line. Okay. Do I want to outline the moon? I don't know that I do. I might just do some sky around it and then see how that goes. Shuka, shuka, shuka. Let's do a little color mixing. A little dusty. Yeah, you're a little dusty. It's been a while since I've felt up to doing my minis, sadly. So everything's a little dusty. Oh, these poor, poor inks. Oh, that Harry Belafonte song just always, always, always makes me think of Beetlejuice. Just cannot not think of Beetlejuice with that song. Ever. Ever. Okay. Let's see. Oh shit, that's good to know. I did some inking yesterday and used this cap to mix it, and then used it to close off the bottle again, and it kept the ink wet. That is very good to know. 'Tis the season for baby Burton fans to be born. Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose it is. Okay. Let's see. This water's already got a good bit of ink in it. Let's see. Oh yeah. Trying to keep this as wet as possible, but it's a bit tricky. So I want to try to have the water do as much of the inking work for me as I can get it to. So it's a fine line of like trying to balance precision, which I just fucked up, with speed. Because you want it to be able to kind of grab the colors and move them around for you. Because it'll do that in more interesting ways than you can really just do by hand. Okay. Let's see what we got. Not quite what I was going for, but not too bad. There's some black. It's not maybe the best brush for this. Just go straight in. Let's try and get some drama. Get some drama. Okay, now we're getting some interesting stuff going on. Swirly, swirly. Now there is, of course, the problem of it's going to take some time for this to dry. Oh, thank you, Rain. Gonna do maybe just a little into the reflections, because that's not going to be as bright as the moon. Cool. Oh, I love inks. They're impossible to really control, but they just are so cool. They're just so cool. Like, you can kind of point it in the directions you want to go, but you're never really sure exactly what it's gonna do. Okay. Nothing like watching paint dry. Yeah, basically. I mean, these are acrylic inks. Of course, I picked the one that doesn't have a label on it. But they are acrylic based. But they do not, like, when you put so much water in them, they really don't dry that fast. But they're starting. They're going. It's mostly just the fact that I puddled water in here. Oh, nice. Rain uses inks a lot through an airbrush to tint. Oh, airbrushes are cool. I've only ever used an airbrush in printmaking, oddly enough. We had, like, an airbrush tool that we'd fill with, oh, I forget what it was called, but it's what we used at, in grad school anyway, for doing aqua tint. So we would just, like, spray a fine mist, basically, in, like, even layers over a copper plate. So it would, when you put it in the acid, it would just, like, etch into a nice kind of smooth gray. It was really nice. I loved using that thing. It was, like, because you had to assemble it and disassemble it. It was kind of, like, you know, it felt very almost military, really. It's like I could assemble and deassemble and reassemble my gun really quick. But, you know, it was an airbrush, not a weapon. Instrument of art making. Okay, so I don't want to do the moon yet because it will, oh, I should have done painter's tape, except I don't have any painter's tape on me. But oh well. To keep those edges clean, but meh. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, now we are at the watching paint dry, or watching ink dry rather, portion of this. Oh god, I'm gonna have to like put an iron to this thing when I'm done. It's all buckled. Exactly, Rain, exactly. This is my airbrush. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Without my airbrush, I am useless. Without me, my airbrush is useless. Yes, exactly. Exactly. The only real trouble with that airbrush, it was like, it was on this cart, like you had to keep it on this cart that was quite heavy, and the room where you could use the airbrush, which is like the spray paint and airbrushing room, like the aerosols room, was on the first floor, and the printmaking studio was in the basement, so you had to take the elevator, which, under normal circumstances, would be fine, except that this elevator breaks on the regular. I got through 3 years of grad school without getting trapped in it. But I was in the minority. The head printmaking instructor got trapped in it like 3 or 4 times that semester. And at least one friend of mine also got trapped in there. Like, it was just a bad elevator. Elevator was a bad time. And I've heard airbrushes are good for minis. I've just been buying ones that come pre-primed, so I haven't had to worry about that. But yeah, if I ever start doing minis that are not pre-primed. Oh, speaking of it, I don't know that I ever actually showed off my finished owlbear. Bear Pride Owlbear. But yeah, finally finished this guy a while ago. Very proud of it. Owlbear Pride. Oh no. It says, I got trapped in an elevator once with a bunch of comp sci majors. We played Magic the Gathering until we were rescued. Yeah, that sounds about right. I haven't gotten to work on minis in a while because I've been sick, but like I did buy a whole bunch of minis recently. That's cool. Stag. Maybe that's something I can do while I'm waiting for this to dry. I'll set this aside to dry and maybe start doing some green stuff on my minis. Ooh. Cerberus. Cool. This guy's definitely gonna need some green stuff, because look at that joint on his head. Look at that. That's disgraceful. It looks like his head's coming off. Looks like its head's coming off. Disgraceful. Disgraceful. I think the neck's pretty much the only problem that needs to be fixed with the green stuff. I need to shave down some lines. The WizKids models are not great. Yeah. Yeah, the mold lines are bad on these. Like, the models are really cool. There's a lot of cool stuff, but yeah, like, I am not impressed with the quality of, like, the joins and stuff. Just a teeny tiny bit, really. Where'd I put my... I now have a mug on my desk that I put, like, my pens and my stylus and my X-Acto knife and stuff in. Oh, this is gonna be way too much even at that, but I have other models too. It'll be fine. So it's made my life a lot easier. Just be like, oh, where did I put that thing? Oh, it's in the little mug with everything else. Delicious green stuff. Do not eat the green stuff. Keep your fingers well when working with it. Huh. Good to know. I haven't really had a problem with it so far. So far. But I am gonna have to start doing some trickier stuff with it soon, so. So green. So stuff. Almost there. Come on. Oh, green stuff doesn't adhere to wet stuff. Nice. Silicone sculpting tools also work. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to invest in some of those, I think, because, like, what I have done so far, I've just been using, like, my fingers and my X-Acto knife to do, pretty much. And it's been fine so far. If I wanted to get really fucked up, I could give this thing growths like in Scarlet Hollow. make a fur effect by laying it on thick and then jabbing it with a sewing needle. Cool. Nice. Yeah, the starting to use the green stuff has been, like, revolutionary for me, because now it's like, oh, this opens up way more possibilities. I can finally make Mern, because I can just get, you know, a normal model and then modify it to be my ridiculous, because I'm sure the female orcs that they have are all boobs and no brawn, which, like, is perfectly fine, but, you know, she's a half-orc barbarian. She's gotta be muscly. She's gotta be built. This is not too bad. At least it'll keep your head from looking like it's coming off. It's not too bad. Okay. Now that I've got all this green stuff, what am I gonna do with it? Did any of my other ones need anything? I could give the kitty antlers. Yeah, right, if you can find something that'd be good for Mern, that'd be great. Now that we're, you know, heading into the end of the campaign. We got these ones for Velmax. Do you need modifying? Probably not. You look pretty good. You don't have a whole lot going on. It's all so tiny. Now I'm just trying to do a middle finger, because that's just the kind of person I am. Definitely be easier with actual tools and not just poking at it with an X-Acto knife. It's not the best finesse tool. But you know, if I'm gonna waste a whole big pile of green stuff, at least I can make a middle finger. Too much there. Okay. Okay. There's one. Not gonna be the most beautiful thing in the world, but, you know, something to do while the ink dries. Go straws and sculpted hand raising a middle finger. All the other things that I could spend my time on. Life is short and precious, and this is what I choose to do with it. So sticky. Okay. It's not terrible. It's not fantastic, but it's not terrible. Come on. Just give you a fingernail. Sure. That'll do. God, the middle finger's by far the biggest, unfortunately. I don't know if that works for it or against it. Oops. Oh, you're getting all pinched. Oh. It's not gonna be the best hand in the world. Let's maybe trim down that middle finger a little. Just a little bit. Just a lot of it. Because it's just implausible at this point. There we go. Be better if it weren't squishing. That's the real bugbear here. Is the squishiness. It was looking good, but now it's not. I mean, now it kind of looks like a heart. Alright, let's rebuild the fingers. Surely by the time I'm done fucking around with green stuff, surely by then the moons will be dry enough to finish. Surely. Surely by then. It was going well until I peeled it up, basically. I think that was really what started the process of ruining it. Because it was looking good. And then peeling it up just kind of squished everything into the wrong places. That thumb. Ring finger and pinky. They're a little lumpy. Hands are tricky to sculpt. Okay. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. These ring fingers. Not working out, but oh. Ooh, get some corks. Cork makes for great sculpting / paint handles. Ooh. Okay. Gonna leave it as is. Middle finger. Not the most beautiful in the world. But it is what it is. And we'll leave it to dry. Okay. Speaking of dry, this looks mostly dry. Yes, what we came here for. Alright, where is my... There's my eraser. Oh, good. Very carefully. Okay. Moon. The most broken white paint, or white ink rather. Ooh, maybe some silver. Let's get some silver up in here. The silver can be a little unpredictable, but it's usually pretty cool. Oh yeah. Sparkle, sparkle. There we go. That's what this needed. Sometimes the silver ruins stuff, but sometimes it just makes all the best difference. I don't know how well it's coming across in camera right now, but for this, it's definitely making a good difference for me. Beautiful. Oh, the silver's so good. If you mix it just like with the straight, the yellow, it makes like the coolest gold shade. It's really neat. Some good shit. Okay, let's... And if you mix it with the black, it makes like a really nice silver. Like a proper like metallic metal silver. Not like a, you know, silvery color. But like, it looks like the metal known as silver. Which the silver itself does not. It's just kind of sparkly. Let's see. A little shading, a little texture. It's the moon. It's got craters and shit, right? Shiny, shiny. I was gonna say you can never have too much shiny, shiny, but that is untrue, unfortunately. Excuse me, but in this case, I think the shiny, shiny is helping a lot. It's doing some heavy lifting. Alright, that's not too bad. Recede these areas a little bit. Make it a little clearer that it's not part of the moon itself. Just fade it in a little. some stars. I mean, stars are usually a nice touch. That's too dark. Just want to kind of texture the polaroid a little. Weather it a little bit. Just subtle. Just give it a little bit of dimension. Like it's been through some shit. Which, if it's part of the Life is Strange universe, it has definitely been through some shit. Or is about to go through some shit. The mere fact that there are 2 moons in the sky indicates something is very, very wrong. Okay. This is looking pretty done to me. Maybe pop a couple stars. Fuck it. Let's get some straight silver. I don't really want to do like just kind of gotta be careful. It's not bad. Moon. Close enough. That's pretty good. Alright. Wash out brushes before they dry. Wash you, I think I did, but you could use more. Honestly, I need to change out my water at this point because it's just exceptionally gray. But such is life. Alright. Cool. Do my little signature. And yeah, I think that's about it. Cool. So, thank you so much for hanging out. Let me angle this a little, see if that helps the visibility at all, because I know it's at kind of a weird angle. Let's see. There we go. Our little double moon. Double moons. A la Life is Strange. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for keeping me company during this, and I hope you enjoyed seeing a different working style for me. Seeing something other than, you know, magical digital art stuff that just appears without seeing my hands do anything. So, yeah. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you again soon. Take care. And have a good one. Bye.